Hello, I'm Julia. I'm a certified Ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe. And today I'd like to talk to you about the topic of this video, which is, will I ever reunite with my twin flame? This is probably a question you've been wondering. It's probably the number one question, is when is it ever going to happen? When is union going to happen? And so I've written down a few points to demonstrate really what the process is with union and to answer the question. So the first example to demonstrate really what the process of coming into union is just, well, actually, let's just recap and just remember that twin flames share one consciousness. It's the only person that you share one consciousness with. You're from the same soul blueprint. And that means that you, in your consciousness, you have the same blocks, you have the same fears, you have the same patterns about love, and might show up differently in each of your lives, but being the same soul blueprint and sharing that same consciousness means that you're really just looking in a mirror at yourself when you communicate with your twin flame. So if you see that blocks arise, then it's really just a question of noticing what they are, noticing that resistance. And so let's take a look at the points that I showed you here, which will guide you through what you do when you see blocks. So twin flame journey is about harmonizing. It's about healing the blocks. It's about coming into peace in all of those places where you're resistant to love, resistant to commitment, resistant to communication, resistant to being together. And it's not just your twin flame that's resistant. They're simply showing you where your one consciousness is resistant. And your job is not to control them or force them or stalk them or do anything to them. Your job is to simply surrender and then work on those feelings within yourself. So I'm going to show you with an example really what it's like to want your union, but actively not be doing anything about it, just waiting for divine timing, right? So if you are just waiting for your union to happen, and maybe you've read things that say, yeah, if you wait long enough, separation phase is going to come, or separation stage is going to come to an end at some point. Is that true? Not really. And the reason is this, is that say you wanted to go to the next city from where you live, and you have a car. So your twin flame journey is like, your union is like that other city, it represents the other city. And so say you get in your car because you've decided that you desire to go to the other city, but you just sit in the car and you just wait. And you're like, when am I going to arrive? You don't start the engine, you don't get the map out, and you don't do anything. You just sit in the car. And so most people are perhaps experiencing this idea that if you wait long enough, your twin flame's going to change their mind, or something's going to happen, or divine intervention. Well, no, because you're the one making the choices in your own life. So you're the one that's going to need to start the engine. You're the one that's going to need to find the map to get you there. So the teachings of union at Twin Flames Universe, that's the map. That shows you how to navigate the journey. So you can get in your car and start the engine and begin driving, and you're going to find blocks show up. Your twin flame is going to say, maybe one day they don't want to communicate, in which case that's a block. And so you're going to need help to move through that. And that's what the teachings are there for. They're there to show you how to do that. So you've got to get in the car, you've got to make the choice, start the engine, and then you've got to invest in the people that know how to get you there, the roadmap. So we go back to the question, will you reunite with your twin flame? Well, yeah, when you're taking the steps to make that happen. So waiting alone will not get you anywhere. You'll be just staying in the same energetic space. So the second thing I wanted to talk to you about is how to work through the blocks. And so say you're in the car, you're moving towards your union, and then you come to a block. They don't want to communicate with you. Well, the teachings of union show you how to use the mirror of what your twin flame is showing you to reflect and find that place within you where you're not wanting to communicate with yourself, because you are the co-creator of your reality. And you and your twin flame being one, you're creating this reality of separation from yourself, separation from love. And we're all doing it. There's not one person on the planet that's not experiencing this. And so it's really a journey of enlightenment, of ascension, of purification of consciousness. And so you have to work through each feeling, each upset at a time. And that doesn't mean controlling them. It means looking at how you feel about what they're showing you. So it's all about your feelings. So what happens when you apply the mirror exercise in the teachings of union? Well, if you diligently work through the blocks and you continue to put your foot on the accelerator and keep the car going and not give up and keep driving and keep moving through the blocks, well, at some point you will arrive. Just like any journey that you take, you're going to arrive. It's going to take patience, it's going to take surrender, it's going to take commitment, it's going to take persistence. But of course you will arrive. So the guarantee is that you will get there, you will have your union. There really isn't anyone stopping you having that other than yourself and your choice to move forward. And as an Ascension coach, that's where I come in. I can help you to integrate the teachings, to apply them in your life, to help you embody and learn how to heal your union and embody the teachings into your everyday experience so that you can have peace, move through the blocks and get to your goal in the most compassionate way for you and your union. And so that's where I'll conclude today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.